So I want to play with that, and E will give us a chance to explore that a little bit. So what I want you to do is sing an E vowel on this pattern. If you can, let it vibrate all the time. So for whatever reason, that took care of a lot of what I wanted to happen. Right? And I am of the school, I tell my students, this is maybe not purely about acoustics, but I mean, acoustics is a crucial piece of the equation, but it is certainly not all of the equation, right? So I love a quote, and I ascribe it to James McKinney, but I can't find it anymore wherever he said it, which is, don't take part of the truth and make it the whole truth. This is a crucial piece. It's huge and helpful, but it's not everything. We got other stuff to do. And so I tell my students, I want it to always be vibrant, and I don't ever want to hear your vibrato. So basically, when you have a really good spinny sound, we don't track that. We hear a nice, smooth pitch, which is perception, even though the frequencies are doing this. We hear this, but it's nicer, it's good. So there was a lot of straight toning in here, even though it was a lovely warm sound when you sang the song. And I would say, don't vibrato your voice, you don't wiggle anything, but let it spin all the time, right? As a basis. That doesn't mean that we can't ever use straight tone for an effect. But I want it to be a deliberate choice. I don't want it to be something happening to you that you didn't actually mean for it to happen. So, I mean, the whole temporal balance actually improved just when she let it vibrate, which I didn't expect it to be that much better. It really was. You did it again. I love it. That was wonderful. Just a comment about that. You don't need, like a string player does need a little bit, to stop and start your vibrancy in order to change pitch. String players kind of do because they're putting a different finger down. But our vibrato just can go right across pitch change. And so what happens actually, you don't control this, we don't micromanage any of this, it just does if we let it, is on a down, you'll go down on a downswing and you'll go up on an upswing of your vibrancy cycle. Which is why we can create really good legato without any interruption of our spin. So, you see what I'm saying there? And you did that actually most of the time there. From you, it's just trust that you don't have to do pitches. You think them and just let it spin away, and they just land in right in time. So, as well as you're already singing, it's not a big deal. Some people, it takes a lot of training for them to be able to let that happen. She's not having any trouble with it. Cool, do it again. I gotta turn this back on. I should There's just a little bit of going on there. So just say an E in a resonant speech. E, E, E. Good. Do you feel the sides of your tongue touching your premolars a little bit when you do that?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah, that's where it belongs. E, E, E. Good. Now, be a little bit abused, and I love the fact that though she's 17, she's comfortable in her skin. All right? How many, that's a big deal. Right, it's wonderful. So, E, E, I'm pleased, and I'm glad to be here. Go. E, yeah, E, E. Now, as you go higher, and you open your mouth a little bit more for that E, don't lose contact there. Don't do anything fussy about it, but just don't go E, E, but also don't do anything that makes you feel like you're pulling your tongue back. E, 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 just stay grinny behind it. All right, here we go. In order to get the vibrancy to go through from pitch to pitch, I tell my students, I don't know what this will mean to you, but maybe it will. I say, can you Puccini that line for me? Right? We're not doing.
Okay.
I won't say. Should I say early music? Any articulatory sensation to make those pitch changes. It's just. Like that. Now, one other thing that was already better with the vibrancy. You're a little bit too relaxed here. And it isn't about the outside, really. It's about the inside. But if I lose my inner, I'm pleased with myself.
Okay.
Now my front, my back room. Oh, I meant to say this. The back room, it's not really the back room. Both rooms are in the front third of your head. Okay, so my back room, this is the back wall of the back room. Both rooms are between there and there, so there's actually nothing, no room back there.
No.
But I don't want, as I'm going higher and as I'm opening more here, I don't want to drop the ceiling. I don't want to go lax.
Okay.
I want it tight, but I need your inner grin. You hear that difference? It's just a little, and I'm trying to use affect to get there. So don't feel droopy here. Feel a little bit more inner mischief as we go up. As you open here, don't drop your face, or don't drop your affect. Here more, and as long as you keep that there, if you do this, then you've lost the top. You did that very well. We like that, right?
Yes.
She still has some warmth. We didn't kill the warmth because she's keeping this, she's opening her mouth to attract that formant, but she's not killing the ring by going too droopy on the inside. Did it feel okay to you?
It did.
Good, good. I always ask, because our ears and our eyes have to match her comfort sensation. And if she likes the way it feels and we like the way it sounds, we're cooking with oil, not cooking with gas or whatever. Here we go again. So, good. So, you can actually open E's way more than you think in the upper range. You can hardly over-open them if you keep your tongue high. So you can go and you'll make a fairly round-looking, I don't want to go if I drop my tongue, so I need the tongue up high to be an E, but risk being a little further open up that high than you were before. Okay? Otherwise, I loved everything about it. Great, and I just remembered, is my briefcase over here? My favorite technology. My favorite studio technology. Right?
Oh boy.
So, you're, is this a beautiful young lady? You don't have to worry about the looks at all, but I just want you to see how much you're opening it up. You can go further, so do this for me. Mime it.
Oh, jeez, okay.
Go quiet, and it's going to feel a little bit more. Remember now, the front room, back room thing, we don't want to feel like it's actually short front to back. The back room should feel like this, the ceiling. It'll almost feel like, this is a weird gesture, but it almost feels like you're opening this way. As opposed to Mine, no. And it will seem, by the way, this gets to one of those, don't quote me on this, it will seem a little bit in the upper voice of a woman as she's really opening from there. to you, it will seem a little bit like your tongue is in the way. And then part of the sound is actually going behind your tongue. But up there it sounds like an E. But if I do E, now my tongue isn't in the way, but my larynx is high. That will seem weird, but it won't sound tonguey to us if your tongue isn't retracting. It isn't where the tongue pulling back. It's just relaxed and kind of in the way. And it'll feel a little bit like some of the sound is going behind your tongue and under your jaw. Instead of out your mouth. Now that I've thrown that crazy line. Play with this a little bit. I've talked too long. We'll just sing a little bit more. Good. And Puccini. How far they can go with that on an e-vowel. I mean, it seems like, really? That wide open? But it would, I mean, we saw it, it looked fine. But it feels like, wow, right?
It does, yeah.
But you get a better match, we get a better sound. We're happier campers. Now, let's go back and do a little bit of this. We hear all more found. Let's go. It's habituated a little bit with a little bit of tongue retraction, a little bit of weep, you know more, weep, you know more.
Weep, you know more.
Can you use pathos to motivate the shape? Kind of like, let's feel your sadness here. Weep, you know more. You're doing a little bit of coloration in the front room. Just a little bit. And I don't want it.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Say it again. Weep, you know more.
Weep, you know more.
Yeah. Weep, you know more.
Weep, you know more.
Weep, you know more. It's been
Weep, you know more.
Go.
Weep, you know more, sad fountains.
Hit E flat next time. Yeah, that was good. That was nice.
Weep, you know more, sad fountains.
Good. You can do this. It's getting better. This is interpreted. Weep, you know more, sad fountains. So what I want you to do is I want you to pull out those syllables that are more important, right?
Okay, yeah.
Weep, you no more, sad fountains. Even though he's given you, weep, you no more, sad fa. Make it linguistic. By eighth notes are not created equal. And syllables are not created equal. So we need to stretch just a teeny bit the ones that are more, you know, like you would say it.
Okay.
Weep you no more, sad fountains, right? That was really lovely what you just did. And continue.
Weep, you no more, sad fountains. What made you go so fast?
There's the mirror, and when you get to need, you know what to do, don't you?
Yes.
Now let's do it that far again so you get come to it with a momentum. Keep it going.
Weep, you no more, sad fountains. What made you go so fast?
This opens more, she gets more bang for her buck, basically. And the other thing, I haven't talked about breath at all, which is a huge, important topic. What need you? We don't want any feeling, well, I don't hear a problem there, but we don't want any, what need, none of this feeling of compression, more of a feeling of keeping breath pressure away and out. Need you. It'll feel a little bit like there should be actually no looseness, actually, anywhere in the torso. There should be no tightness. And certainly no compression, feelable compression. But if you are lax anywhere, it won't quite work. It should feel like you're excited to say something, and everything is sort of excitedly out. Want me, supply, but excitedly out, not relaxed. relaxing so they could come in a little bit like that. A lot of good things. And one more time that far.
Weep your numbers and fountains, what need to fall so fast? Look through the snowy mountains.
This is challenging, but I really want and here again, be careful to not vibrato your voice. But if you stay passionately involved and think some expressiveness on every pitch instead of pitch, 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 pitch. Look how the snowy ma. Little bubble head. And go. A little bit longer than look.
Gotcha.
This is look, look how go. So I hear a difference in that. It's just free.